波兰美女住台湾一年后觉得台湾如何
I was surprised that people are so respectful.
Maria 5年前有来台湾旅行
I visited Taiwan in 2019.
结果她就决定来台湾念书
How did your family react when you told them that you want to move to live in Asia?
那她为什么觉得台湾是一个好的地方
Oh yeah, maybe Taiwan would be a good place.
波兰美女有机会的话会让台湾改变哪里
If you have the chance, what is one thing you would change about Taiwan?
Oh,
还有更多我们来一起看 Maria 的故事
hi, I'm Maria. I'm from Poland and I'm studying MBA program here in Taipei. I have been living here for a year now. It's not a long time and I'm still getting used to this place.
What is your story of coming here to Taiwan?
I visited Taiwan in 2019
Oh,
just for holiday.
Uh-huh.
So I spent here 3 weeks and I was traveling around the country. And then I came back to Poland and I forget about Taiwan for some time. And then a couple of years later, I decided to start MBA program. So I was looking for a suitable MBA program for me. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe Taiwan would be a good place because it's a really well-developed country. Like the education level is really high. So yeah, I thought maybe that would be a good challenge for me to come here. And I applied for MBA program here and yeah, this is my story.
And do you study in Chinese or in English?
I'm studying in English
English,
only,
okay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100% in English because I don't speak Chinese, unfortunately. And actually, it wasn't my goal to learn Chinese. I wanted rather to know the culture, to meet people, to see how it's like to live in Asia for some time, yeah.
The first time you came here to travel, was it your first Asian country? So you've been to other Asian?
Yeah, actually back then it was the first Asian country I have visited. But then I also traveled around Cambodia. Yeah.
And at the time, when you came here for the first time, how did you decide to go to travel in Taiwan? Because it was your first Asian country, so why did you choose to come here, not Japan, not Singapore?
Yeah, you're right. It's not an easy question to answer for me. I guess there were a lot of factors to decide for me. I guess that I think this country is affordable.
Okay.
That was important for me. The weather is nice, the country is so small so you can travel around and I feel it's a really well-developed country, so I knew that it's a safe place, the transportation works really well, so I knew that that wouldn't be a problem for me to, to start everything here from scratch.
How did your family react when you told them that you want to move to live in Asia?
They were really surprised. They were afraid for sure at the beginning. But then, yeah, I explained them that Taiwan is a really good country to live in, and that will be only for 2 years. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have the chance to visit or not?
Not yet. Actually, my sister, she visited me last year, and yeah, she was really surprised how Taiwan beautiful is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was afraid because for her, it was her first time in Asia as well. So I was a little bit afraid because, Taiwan is totally different than Poland in terms of, architecture, people, everything. So I was stressed a little bit. But yeah, she really liked Taiwan and she plans to come back here and visit me again. So yeah.
And now you already been here for 1 year, right?
Yeah, I have been living here for 1 year.
If any foreigner wants to move here in Taiwan, what is the one thing they should know before moving here?
I guess that for me, it's adorable that people here, they really like to give some small presents and gifts all the time. So for example, during the class at my university, when you answer the question, professor might give you some small cookie or fruit or anything, and my boss, she always brings me something after traveling. So yeah, I guess that's important that you always have something
to give back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah, that's nice.
When you came here for the first time, what was your first impression of Taiwan? It was back in 2019, right?
Yeah. I was surprised that people are so respectful and people are so polite, and that was my first really positive impression about the people. And I really like the nature because, as you can see, it's green everywhere. Even we are in the city center, and still you can find some parks full of trees, so you can enjoy fresh air everywhere. Yeah, so I really appreciate that, and I like that.
Okay.
And also, what is important, I feel that in Taiwan, basic human rights are well ensured and well provided. Like, for example, you can find public toilets everywhere. You have the access to drinking water almost everywhere. So I guess it's really important because it's quite difficult to find a clean public toilet in Poland, for example. So I really appreciate that here.
Right. Yeah, especially like you even can find like a toilet paper like in the park.
Yeah, right? Everything. Soap is always there.
I think this is actually what I like as well. What do you think about safety in Taiwan?
It's really safe. Yeah, you can leave your bike without locking, and there's no problem that you will come back and it will be still there. Usually I try to lock my bike. Sometimes I forget about that and I haven't had any issue with that.
Okay. Have you seen like a garbage trucks in Taiwan?
Yeah.
What was your first impression? What do you think about garbage trucks?
Yeah, actually, while I was traveling around Taiwan in 2019, that was the first thing I've noticed here. Yeah, the music.
How was it like?
Yeah, it's adorable.
Like, did you think it's an ice cream machine? Or?
Yeah, but it's actually a garbage.
Yeah.
So it changes your perspective and impression about garbage.
Or
about ice cream, I don't know.
Is there anything you saw in Taiwan you think it would be cool to have in Poland?
Clean public toilets, which are available everywhere. That would be cool.
And is there anything that you wish was here in Taiwan, something that you miss the most from Poland, besides the family, like something that you think it would be nice to have?
Food,
the
for
food.
sure. Yeah, I miss bread.
Bread.
Polish bread. I miss that really.
And how is Taiwanese bread? Like, how do you think it's different?
It's usually so sweet, and I feel like the food here is very sweet. Even bread or even natural yogurt. Sometimes I buy it, and it's I feel it contains sugar. So this is something, a totally different taste. And I have a love-hate relationship with bubble tea. Because I really like it, but I know it contains a lot of sugar, a lot of calories, and it's not healthy. But so I try to avoid that, but sometimes I'm craving to buy one.
What is your favorite food in Taiwan?
I like dumplings.
Dumplings.
And I like also stinky tofu.
You like stinky tofu?
Yeah, I really like stinky tofu, but maybe because my sense of smell is not so well because I am allergic. So maybe I don't feel it properly, but I really like stinky tofu. Yeah.
And how about like other foods that you don't like?
I miss raw vegetables. Yeah, because they are always cooked. They are always served warm. So I miss some raw salads and raw vegetables here. Yeah.
For the time you have been living here, do you have like any funny or awkward cultural misunderstandings?
Taiwan and Eastern countries, they represent high context cultures, right? So the communication is indirect. Have many experiences when someone wanted to explain something to me, but I didn't really understand what he or she means because I didn't read between the lines. So you mean
it's not too direct, right?
Yeah, it's not direct. So sometimes you have to have to figure out by yourself what they mean. Sometimes it's difficult, especially like at work. When I talk with my boss and we agree for something, and then 1 hour later I receive an email which states something totally different.
Do you still stay direct to people, or you also become more like?
I am, I'm trying to be respectful to their way of communication. So I really try to understand them without asking questions. But still it's really difficult for me. Like sometimes, for example, my friend, she says that, I go for a walk. By this she means, do you go with me?
Oh.
Would you go with me? And sometimes I have to think twice what she means.
So far, like for like the time you have living here, like what is the most interesting place you have discovered here in Taiwan?
Oh, I really like camping.
Oh, Genting. Oh.
Yeah, I love ocean and beaches. So yeah, I really love to go there because it's sunny place and the nature is outstanding. So yeah, I really like this place.
I want to ask you, like, what do you think is the main difference between Taiwan and Poland? Because I think it's like completely different countries. Like,
Yeah. Architecture is totally different. Yeah. I feel that was something you can see at your first sight. Like the environment looks totally different. So yeah, architecture, landscape.
And what do you think about Taiwanese architecture?
I guess it looks really practical, but it's not really pretty. But I know that this is architecture which have to survive all of the difficult circumstances like typhoons and earthquakes. So I understand that it has to look like that, right? Because we don't have that in Poland. So maybe the architecture is much more, I don't know, sophisticated in some way. But yeah.
And now, like, let me ask you, like, about like earthquakes or typhoons. Like, when you experienced it here for the first time, like, how was it for you?
It was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Especially like the last one, which was pretty big. Yeah. When you live here, you experience earthquakes quite often. But if there is some bigger one, it can be scary.
Right. If you have the chance, like, what is like one thing you would change about Taiwan?
Oh. Maybe I would bring more European food.
Oh, like the bread, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. All right, so yeah, thank you so much for sharing. And now let's say bye-bye together, okay? Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, 谢谢。